What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be checking out this DC Multiverse McFarlane Aquaman from this is the DC Classics version of Aquaman. Just to get a good look at him, the packaging. No side art, and again, this is the DC Classics. It's a good view of the back art. Very nice. Alright, let's crack them open. Alright, so here is Aquaman. And I did get him from Amazon for a pretty good deal, actually. About $16, $17 with tax. But he's kind of an older figure, so you know, you'll probably end up getting them for a good deal at Amazon anyways, but maybe a little bit more. Just check back often. You know, I think I got this from straight up Amazon. I don't think it was from an independent seller. So if you really wanted him, just keep checking back. I'll have the link in the description below if you are interested in purchasing him. I'll have that link on there so you can get him. But yeah, this Aquaman kind of uses the same body as the Endless Winter Aquaman from back in 2022. This guy himself is from 2024, so he's, you know, an older figure. So let's check him out, though. Got a pretty cool head. Doesn't have much in articulation, as most McFarlane figures don't. He's got his cool belt in there. That's pretty cool. I do like the textured suit. It has a very fish-like, kind of scaly suit. I really like that. That's really cool. Back here has some fins. That's really cool as well on his back shin. You got your standard articulation, double jointed, goes back. That's kind of difficult. There you go. So like that. Arms go back all the way, double jointed, not pinless like Marvel. Maybe Mattel will do that, who knows. Yeah, but very nice figure. Not bad for a classic Aquaman. They are kind of difficult to... a lot of McFarlane are very difficult to stand up. Let's see if I can... No, there goes his little guy. Anyway, so he does come with this little, I don't know what this is, like a little aqua person, one of his race or something, his Aquaman people. Comes in, and this is like this has very limited articulation. This breaks off pretty easily, see. Doesn't take much to break off his arms. So this does not have head articulation. It's kind of like just, well, actually it does. That's at the neck, though. I think it only just goes left and right. Doesn't go up and down. Maybe a little bit. But you kind of have to bend it. Feet, again, not really. You can't even go up and down. You can just go to the side, left and right. So, not much articulation on the little aqua guy. Comes with an alternative head, smiley face head, and then he comes with this two kind of like swimming hands. Of course, he comes with his stand. That's McFarlane the digital. This isn't one of those digital figures. Comes with, and here's the back of his card if you wanted to read it. Front, pretty cool art there. And of course he comes with the digital figure, which in my opinion, is don't even get me started. It's absolutely worthless, but that's for another video, I guess. But all right, let's try his alternative head on this body. All right, so here he is with the alternative head. Looks pretty good. And then he has his swimming hands, so you can kind of have him swim like that, like in a pose there. That's pretty cool. It's kind of like his heroic face, I guess you could say. And I do have the Endless Winter Aquaman right here to compare him to. So as you could see, this is exactly the same exact buck, same exact suit, same exact tights or whatever. Everything is pretty much the same, as you can see. I mean, even the fins, the textured suit. Obviously, the only thing different is his head, of course, and you have the collar thingy is orange on this figure, and it's gold on this figure. Same thing with the belt. It's more of a gold paint, and this one is more of a yellow paint. Tights and the gloves are more different shades of green. But other than that, it is exactly the same buck, exactly the same figure, except the head, basically. So, yeah, that was, classic repaint. Everybody does it. McFarlane, Hasbro, tons of other companies, It's just how it is, They got to reuse same old bucks sometimes. Let's see now. I'm going to try to take this guy's head and put it on him and vice versa. So let's see how that works out. All right, so as you can see, the head swap was a success. Although on this one, the shade, I don't know if you could see it on the camera, the shade of his skin is slightly off. This is more like a peach color. I don't know if you could see it good. Doesn't really show up on camera, but this is more like a peach color, and his skin is more like a dry, kind of white or darker, like more whiterish, beigeish, I guess you could say. But it does look. I actually kind of like this head swap. It looks really nice. I like the. I'm a fan of the Thor looking head. I like that Thor head. It's somebody to compare him to, but. I like the whole beard and everything. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's how it looks, and it's pretty good, actually. Oh, one thing I didn't point out earlier is I really don't like the staff. It is, I don't know if you could see it really good, but it is like a very soft plastic, and it's bent. It's warped, basically. It's not straight. I don't know, there you can see it good. But I always hate soft plastic. Why they use this stuff is just annoying. It always seems to bend, and just it looks terrible when you put it on his hand, and it looks like a freaking staff that was bent. It just doesn't look good. I wish more companies would use harder plastic for this type of stuff, so that you don't get all this warped, bendy plastic when you get him in hand, because that's what it is. It's just so bent. That just annoys me so much. And McFarlane's not the only one. Hasbro does the same crap. And it's just, I don't know. Does it annoy you guys as much as it does me? Because that just, I can't stand it. Always bendy plastic. And same thing with like Hasbro and the Hasbro Marvel Legends, like guns and stuff like that. You'll see sometimes they come bent. It just drives me nuts. I just cannot stand that. But yeah, not a fan of the soft, bendy plastic. Hopefully Mattel will correct that. So as far as would I recommend him? Well, if you like a classic Aquaman, then yeah, you might want to pick him up. If you like that more classic, look about him, non-beard and non-long hair, then yeah, maybe pick him up. But if you have the Endless Winter one over here and you are cool with the beard and the long hair look, then just stick with him because that is a really nice figure in itself. So, I wanted a classic Aquaman, so I just went and bought him. Plus, he was in a good price. So, if you do find him in a good price, maybe, you might want to pick him up and, complete your Justice League team or whatever. If you wanted a more classic look for Aquaman, you can definitely do that. But yeah, again, I will include the link for this guy in the description below, and maybe even this guy as well, just to see if he's still available at a decent price. I don't know. He might be kind of expensive depending on, if he's popular or not. But again, he's from 2022, 2024, so I don't know how much this guy will be, but I will include that link as well. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.